It's 6:40 in the morning the next day right after our last shoot, and we are driving straight to another shoot. I'm running into an interesting problem right now. Call time is 9 a.m. It's 8:58 right now. I was actually on time to arrive at 8:52, so 8 minutes early. But then as I got 10 minutes away, I got a call saying that the location is not the one that we were sent on the map, but the location we need to go to is actually 30 minutes away. So now it looks like I'm gonna be arriving 30 minutes late because of the location change last minute. Nobody's mad at me or anything, but it's kind of an interesting scenario, you know? Dirt road, baby. We're going deep into farmland here. Coming up on some cows here. So yeah, today we're shooting at a cow farm. There's so many cows here, and trust me, it smells like a cow farm. Starting to wonder if that dirt road is even necessary, because there's a bunch of cars already here and cement road. I don't know what happened. Maybe I took the back entrance. That's a whole lot of milk.
The objective here today is to record an interview in this office. We're going to be interviewing the CEO of this company, and this is what we're working with. That's the environment, and this is what we did to it. You can see Jonathan right there helping set up this light in the background to give some texture. Jonathan is our photographer. He was very thoughtful and very helpful. And then Asa is right over here. He's the one who brought me on the shoot. We actually met at David Moorfield's filmmakers meetup in San Francisco, and we both watched each other's YouTube videos in the past. So we became friends at that event, and he invited me to come out and PA on this shoot, just be a helping hand, help things move fast. So that's what I'm here to do today, be helpful. This is the final look we were able to pull off. I don't have an exact image of like the framing, but you can see there is nice lighting on the side, some nice texture and interest behind the subject.
Looking good, Asa.
While the interview was happening, I was off helping Michael get some B-roll footage to go with the interview. Michael is the creative agency owner and also the B-cam operator on this shoot. After we got that interview footage, it was time to drive to a new location and get some footage with cows.
More power
Trying out the Cine saddle.
Yeah.
How's it feel?
I know I'm not wearing it right, but I feel tons of potential. The potential's here.
Asa and Michael grabbed B-roll out here. I helped a little bit with lighting and moving some equipment. And then we shot some more interviews of the same guy outside. It's nice having our equipment vans with us. This is Michael's. He has a ton of good stuff. And then we set up for more interviews. These ones are outside, so it's nice to have an extra hand just to hold that flag thing down from flying away. Then we grabbed some more B-roll, some walk and talk interviews as well. And then we shot some more interviews outside. It's cool shooting interviews outside. Those are honestly pretty challenging, but if you pull it off the right way, I think they can look really good. And I think they pulled them off the right way.
So this is Asa. He brought me in on the shoot today. We actually met through YouTube. He made a video a while back. I left a comment on it, and then went to filmmakers meetup together.
Yep, in San Francisco.
Yeah, David Moorfield's meetup, and
It's awesome.
here we are on a shoot together with cows.
It's sick. Do you put the focus peaking on here too?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. This lens is so nice.
Yeah, isn't it?
It's just looks so much better. It's so crazy how it just looks better, right?
Yeah. Is it on? Maybe by default?
New color plate. So call DL zone, then you can see like it
That's-
definitely splits.
Yeah. This is such a cool way to expose. Thank you for helping me set this up.
Absolutely. I love it. I think it's amazing. It's like I can't go back.
So Asa helped.
Asa.
Strong Asa helped me set up the exposure. What's it called again?
EL zone.
EL zone.
Yeah.
Look at that. That is so helpful. So it shows how many stops over his skin is exposed. That makes so much more sense than the kind of traditional way, you know? That looks good. Man, okay. So we had to set up the color pipeline to S-Log3. That's the thing I guess I hadn't done before.
It was a long drive home, about 3 hours. But then, a few days later, we were out shooting again. This time, we were shooting in a garden. It's actually like a political video that's gonna be in this garden. And this is how we transformed it. Again, it's Asa and Michael. Jonathan is our photographer again, and we have a second PA who is Jameson. You can kind of see him in the left corner over there. You'll see him around. Really smart guy. He came with a whole equipment van, not your normal PA. And this is how the final interview setup looked. Ace is over there sniping some videos in the bushes. I don't know what the heck he's doing. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it looked. Our subject is softly lit, and there's some nice rim light to the shot, which is cool to be able to pull off outside.
I mean, I guess we can do, I don't know.
It's time to drive to our next location.
Honestly, I'd wondered why people live in Sacramento for a while, but I think I see. We've got 2 cars full of gear, and this is California, so we don't want to leave gear in the car. So I'm on watch duty right now.
And while I'm on watch duty, the boys are out there getting the B-roll we need to go with this interview. This is a political spot, so shooting in front of the Capitol just works perfect.
There you go, Tommy. Oh, pushing the cart. Oh, so strong.
Asa cracks me up. Those carts were really clutch, though. We just wheeled 2 over, and we were able to set up this entire thing. How badass is that? We have some negative fill from the side, some nice key from above, and the client really wanted this park behind them, so that's what we went with. After that, we quickly broke down and jumped on some B-roll. Oh yeah, so smooth. Then Jameson and I played some Mario Kart. Coming through! Then it was time to go to our last location of the day. Probably the coolest one. And by cool, I'm talking where all of your camera equipment orders come from. Yeah, buddy. That's right. Maybe not all of your orders, but yeah, UPS. This is pretty cool. So we had some B-roll to get with the truck drivers. We're talking about a certain type of fuel technology that they use. Here, I was trying to make it so that Michael could see his screen a little better because it was crazy bright, hard to see on the little screen. Asa grabbing some more B-roll, smooth as butter. Then off in the distance, you can see Jonathan and Jameson grabbing the photos we need. When it came time to do interviews, we were going to be interviewing someone pretty important from corporate, and we really didn't want to do it inside the office. So wandering around, we actually found this UPS simulator machine, which is pretty cool. But the location we landed upon was this.
Like that. That's a lot better than just a corporate office.
I think this could work.
We were starting to run out of time, so all of us who were available got busy working on this interview, and then Michael ran off to get some drone shots. We couldn't get our cars close enough to that location, so instead we loaded up 2 carts completely full of gear and wheeled them over there. This Innovative is just packed to the brim, but it feels like nothing. It's such an awesome cart.
So we got this.
The UPS guys were real cool. They rolled in a UPS truck that uses the type of fuel that we wanted to promote, and they parked it exactly where we wanted them to, which really made our job a lot nicer.
So I was worried about the key. So key will come in from this way.
Yeah.
Key can come in from this way. He can look off right here.
Yeah.
So if we start getting,
And we're gonna keep the bay open.
yeah, let's keep the bay open.
Keep all the light coming through.
Yeah, keep the light coming through. That way it motivates it coming from this way. So all of our keys go, or all of our light kind of falls this way. He goes here. He's looking off this direction. He should work.
After Asa laid out the vision, it was time for all of us to get to work, bringing that vision to light. We had the key light matching the garage light, and then we actually had a light in the distance bouncing off the ceiling, plus a rim light. There's that light just bouncing off the ceiling. I think that's a 500B Forza. It's a pretty cool light, actually. Then we have a tube light for hair. We've got the boom mic, and then we've got our key light. And man, like, how cool is that? That was going to be an interview, that was going to be a shot in the office. That was kind of the plan going into it. But how much cooler is this?
And that's the end of that shoot. That was a really cool one. I love seeing how different DPs approach lighting different scenarios and how they use their gear to make it work. And so this was really cool to see how Asa did this and see how Mickey did this. And my job here is to be supportive. And so it's really cool seeing their vision and supporting that vision. I'm learning a lot from hanging around smarter people. I like this.